Hi, welcome back everyone. Before we get started, I just want to tell you that if you like movies recaps like this, please join our small family by subscribing to the channel to receive more videos like this and help me to grow, and I will post every day a new video, so I really need your support to continue, and I really appreciate that. So please subscribe, and let's get started. This girl has just entered puberty, but her body began to undergo all sorts of weird changes. She began to have a strong appetite for live fish. Her toes started to stick together and a terrible bruise appeared on her legs. Fish scales began to appear at her waist and the legs even shed their skin. The girl started to panic. She didn't know how to face herself like this. The girl's name is Mia. When she was very young, she liked to look at the vast ocean alone. Mia is 15 years old now. Because of her father's work, her family must move to a strange town. The sudden change made Mia in the rebellious period feel a lot of discomfort. At school and break time, a group of unscrupulous teenagers not far away caught our attention. Other classmates told her that this group of people are bad kids. She should stay away from them. Mia, who is in a rebellious period and still wants to advocate freedom in her heart, hopes to join the circle of friends. Using ladder as an excuse, she thought it was cool to communicate with them. Unexpectedly, she was ignored and ridiculed by this group of people. She felt very upset. As soon as she got home, she heard her mother's nagging. This made her out of control, therefore she not only speaks badly but also knocks down her mother by mistake. Under her father's approach, Mia quickly realized her mistake. That night, Mia suddenly felt extremely thirsty. After drinking a large glass of salt water, her body and mind quickly felt at ease. The next day, a cat started following her relentlessly. This scared Mia. Today, the teacher organized a spring trip. Mia raised her hand to join a group. She officially became a member of the group led by Jaina. However, this is a group of unruly, spoiled children. The condition to join the group is to be like them. This group of girls likes to play the dangerous game of choking their necks. This game will make players feel suffocated like dying. Mia, with the determination to become a member, she decisively chose to play. When she fainted from suffocation, she felt that she was on the dark bottom of the sea. Her whole body seems to be wrapped in seawater. After waking up, she was a little flustered and left in a hurry. As soon as she got home, Mia suddenly felt that the goldfish in the tank was extremely delicious. While no one was around, Mia caught the goldfish with her bare hands and swallowed it. But after she gobbled it up, Mia vomited out after a sudden nausea. To really be accepted by that group of friends, Mia decides to dress sexy and make up like them. She even learned to dance seductively in front of the computer. After school, she went to the supermarket with Jana to steal things. Their group did not steal for the lack of money. They stole for fun. After being discovered, the four girls fled. This accident helped bridge the gap between Jaina and Mia. They laughed wantonly together. At this time, Mia still doesn't know she is being pulled into the abyss of desire by these people. After coming home, Mia discovered that she was on her period. She tiredly laid down in the bathtub. Suddenly she noticed that her toes were beginning to stick together. Although she did not have in-depth medical knowledge, Mia also understood that she herself was not normal. She fell into deep fear and hesitated to tell her mother about this problem. At this time, Mia's mother discovered that the goldfish in the tank had disappeared. She came over angrily and questioned Mia. Mia can only admit that she flushed them into the toilet. Her mother got angry and slapped her very hard. Therefore, Mia, who wants to confide in her mother about her problem, had to put all her fears in her mind back into herself. The next day, Mia, having no one to talk, did not go to school. And then she resisted her fear and went to see a doctor. After a moment of hesitation, she showed her feet to the doctor. The doctor said her toes are a congenital deformity. This defect can be easily cured through surgery. But Mia said that she had just had the situation yesterday. Her toe is not a birth defect. The toes have stuck together recently, they are not a congenital. After hearing Mia's statement, the doctor did a blood test for her. Mia sees the doctor on the phone with a worried look on her face while she is drawing blood for testing. She was scared that the doctor would think she was a monster. She pulled out the needle and fled the hospital. In panic, Mia broke her leg. The despair and pain made Mia can't help crying. After coming home, Mia wants to know if her disease is called by heredity. She takes out her parents' album when they were young, but she couldn't find any pictures of her mother when she was pregnant. When she asked her mother, her mom did not give her a clear answer. Her attitude clearly shows avoidance. Mia began to wonder if she was adopted by her parents. At this time, the seductive words of her friends began to appear in her head, causing her to have cruel thoughts. Mia wants to find an exciting feeling that she has never experienced before. She took the initiative to offer an invitation to a male netizen who had been chatting online with her for a long time. Then she shared the news with that group. In her opinion, this is a shortcut to join this group of bad girls. Encouraged by them, Mia plucked up the courage to walk into the hotel. The man next to her is the same as the online photo. He is mature and elegant. The two people sitting together couldn't hide the tension in each other's hearts. For Mia, her first giving is a sign of her maturity. But at this time the man found the purple mark on Mia's ankle. As if the most secret things of her heart were revealed, Mia pushed the man abruptly and fled out in a panic. Her toxic friends waiting outside the hotel thought Mia had flinched. With their eyes full of disdain, they stood up and left. In order to return to normal, Mia decided to deal with the toes by herself. She bought scissors and disinfectant, endured the severe pain, and cut the membrane between her toes. Then she applied a thick foundation on her legs. She used it to cover up inexplicable purple spots. After that, she wrapped her legs in several layers of bandages. She found the bad boy who has been pursuing her, Andy, at her high school to help herself from a girl to a woman. This also helped Mia completely integrate into this small group of bad students. Since then, the changes in Mia have continued. The bruises on her legs started to spread. She had to dig through the boxes to find out the trousers and put them on. Her parents have never seen her eat so much like this. At night, a group of bad boys and girls in sexy clothes drank and danced wildly. With the rhythm of the music, Mia immersed herself in the current sense of joy. After the orgy, drunk Mia and Jaina got tired and go home in the early hours of the morning. Jaina followed Mia to her house and they slept together. Jaina forged Mia's father's handwriting and signed her spring out in concept form. By this way, Mia successfully got on the school bus of spring outing. Mia also refuses all the calls from her mother, but when she reached the destination, Mia suddenly felt unwell. When she came to the bathroom, she was frightened by the abnormality of her body. Her belly button is missing. Bruises on her legs even start to turn black. Mia cries helplessly on the toilet. At this time, she saw the scene of herself being wrapped in seawater again. When she went home in a muddle-headed manner, her parents started scolding her for the spring outing. Their daughter now makes them feel very strange. They even planned to invite a psychologist to examine Mia. Mia, unable to refute, did not respond and returned to her room. The next morning, Mia finds herself waking up naked. There is still a layer of shed skin on the ground. Frightened, Mia hurriedly hid these things under the mattress. At this moment, Mia feels like a monster. In the anatomy class, the teacher is explaining the knowledge of fish anatomy. The bell rang after class. After everyone else left the classroom, Mia can no longer hold back her inner desire for eating fish. She took the fish on the operating table and devoured it. This scene was seen by a female classmate. Mia rushed over viciously and warned her not to go out and talk nonsense. After returning home, she and Jaina went into her parents' room to search for documents. There are indications that Mia is indeed adopted. But Jaina's mother not only scolded her out of the room, she also denied adopting her. Mia angrily argued with her mother and the mother and daughter had a big fight. The next day, her parents went to an important wedding. Mia refused to go and stayed home alone. The newly raised goldfish in the fish tank can't escape the bad luck of being eaten by her again. In the evening, Mia was invited to the lake to join the carnival of her friends. Suddenly, the man who swims at night with Jaina climbed ashore and shot it in panic. Jaina drowned while everyone could only watch and do nothing. Only Mia jumped into the lake immediately. She was vigorous and sensitive in the water and soon found Jaina. Then she rescues Janet ashore, leaving the crowd of onlookers in a hurry. Mia came to the bathroom. She found that her waist had fish scales. That's why she was able to breathe underwater so easily. Now Mia's legs have become dark. When she was dealing with the newly peeled skin on her legs, she was found by Jaina. Witnessing such a scary scene, Jaina asked Mia to go to the hospital. Mia didn't respond, she just yelled frantically to let her go. Seeing that the secret hidden in the deepest part was discovered, Mia's mood gradually collapsed and she cried out in the dark. Under the paralysis of alcohol, Mia gradually lost herself. Just when she was drunk, she was about to be violated by a group of gangsters. Jaina stepped forward to stop this. In the chaos, everyone saw Mia's scary legs. In the eyes of everyone looking at the monster, Mia collapsed and fled back home. Mia found that her legs were glued together. She can't walk with her legs. She even wanted to end her life at this time. When she woke up on a new day, Mia suddenly found that her legs had become fishtails. She was terrified. After crying, Mia must find a source of water as soon as possible. She crawled into the bathtub, desperately letting herself soak in a tank full of water. The water from the faucet keeps flowing like this. After a while, Mia finally calmed down. The whole floor has also been completely soaked in water. Mia wearily crawled into her room. She enjoyed the feeling of being immersed in water. Then she called Jaina. Witnessing this scene, Jaina has no fear at all. She dragged me into her pickup truck with great effort and took her to the beach. The sky is getting brighter in the morning. The sea is right in front of Mia. In the carriage, Mia made the last call to her mother. She didn't tell her mother the truth. She just wants to hear her mother's voice one last time. By the beach, two girls hug each other tightly. Jaina asked Mia if she was afraid. Mia's answer was no. Maybe she is destined to be with the sea. The two agreed to meet here once a month. Two people say goodbye to each other. Mia crawled out to the sea. As a mermaid, she no longer has to care about the world of the gays. Finally, Mia returned to the place where she originally did her, and the movie ends here. The movie blew my mind, is a meaningful movie. Do you like to have a mermaid body like Mia or not? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to receive more videos like this. Thanks for watching, guys.